This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up, back with another one. So today I'm going to show you this clip of DJ Akademiks sounding off. Check this out.
Chat, the rap game is completely cooked. Rap game is completely cooked. There's a new podcast that got announced. It's called Let's Rap About It by Mase, Fabulous, and Dave East. They're dropping a podcast. I think this is going to be a weekly podcast, and you see it here. Mase, Fabulous, Jim Jones, and Dave East. Chat, I got to keep it a being with y'all. There ain't no money in music left. These rappers, the only thing as musicians they get from it is a cool factor. I remember when, and I know this is my first Drake reference to the stream, so forgive me. You know when Drake says, it's really 1% of us getting the money. The rest of these is broke. Maybe Jay said that, but I think Drake also requoted it. That's true. There's literally, I think it's less now. It's not 1% getting the money. It's 0.1% getting the money. There is no more money in rap for the casual rapper. And I'm not disrespecting these guys, okay? But I want to tell you that rappers are realizing that they have platforms and, you know, they have these other things that is more monetizable than them making music. If you told me that Fabulous, Jim Jones, Mase, and Dave East, if you told me that they were together, I'd be like, oh my God, they're making like some type of 4-way greatest New York rapper things. They're going to sell some, go on tour. Bruv, there's no more money in music. Unless like you're YB, unless you're like the Drakes. There's no money for the middle order guys. It is complete famine mode, chat. I'm keeping a bean with y'all. And I like this move. And I actually encourage more rappers, quit rapping. Please, quit. Because y'all are making music and it's starting to become, if a tree falls in the woods, does anyone hear it? Cam still raps, but Cam does it dope now. He just drops a freestyle while he's potting. You know why? You think you want to go really get in the studio, put 6 months into making a project, then go promote it for 3 months for that to sell 11,000 copies? Stream a bunch of nothing? Have to convince some label head to bot your shit because it's not selling? Rap is done. And when I mean rap is done because I need to explain this before people clip me and take this out of. Rap is done because there's no more parity. It used to be 10% of rappers that's really getting it. Then it went down to 5%. Then it went down to 1%. Now I could confidently tell y'all it's 0.1%. The rest of these guys, they have some fame. They have maybe a catalog. But the rap industry right now is going to take either labels reinventing it, investing more into the brand of some of these artists. By the way, TikTok's done a number on it too. TikTok has convinced labels, why invest in artists when an algorithm could just do all the work that you would normally pay millions for. So they stopped investing. Like, why the you know what I mean? Like, hey, let me tell you this. An artist like Cardi B is probably going to be, well, you got to be Cardi B to get the label to match your energy with an investment. The label is heavily invested in Cardi B, but they've been invested for the last 7 years.
This idea that rap is done because there's no money in it, that's just off. There's actually more ways than ever to monetize if you understand the new game.
Because that's the last time she dropped an album. The regular artist, a label ain't trying to put nothing in there. They're looking at them like, they're looking at the artist like, so you ain't popping? So let's do this math. And this is the math these labels are doing. So we got to spend $1 million to get you to even sell some shit. Then we got to wait 2 years because all the investment we done gave you as an advance on your production budget, marketing budget, we did all of this shit. We don't break even for like 5 years, and even then that doesn't do anything. Let me ask you a question. Would y'all invest $2 million to at the end be able to say, oh, I invested $2 million, waited 5 years, and now I have $2.3 million? Feels stupid, right? You're risking $2 million just to, in 5 years, get, again, now granted, if it's a bank account, that's very different. But these could just put their money in the bank. Now, we're not talking about new artists. We're talking about really established artists. These days, rappers are in a weird place. That's why you're seeing a lot of these ain't dropping no more.
What's up? So what are my thoughts about this? Here's the thing. The narrative that rap is done and there's no more money in the music, that's just not true. It's not that there's no money, it's that the money isn't in the old structure anymore. What used to work for artists who came up in the early 2000s or 90s doesn't really apply in today's independent-driven ecosystem. You've got streaming platforms like Spotify where independent artists can get paid directly. If an artist owns their masters and handles their distribution right, they get 100% of those payouts. That's not a small deal. Plus, artists today can run ads, build their own website, and drive traffic to exclusive merch, digital downloads, or even physical CDs for fans who still support that format. There are also platforms that offer subscription models where fans support creators directly. The idea that you need a label advance just to survive is outdated. But that's the gap. Artists like Jim Jones, who came from a totally different era, might not be tapped into all those tools. It's not that the genre is dying, it's that the industry is shifting. And if you don't adapt, it will feel like the money dried up. But it didn't. It just moved. Younger artists are building entire careers off content, branding, and digital strategy. The money is in ownership and direct connection with your audience. So yeah, rap isn't done, it's just different now. Okay, so drop a comment, smash that like button, and make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next video.